So I was at the Great Taste of the Midwest.
Yes, I'm jealous.
Yeah, you know what that is. And,
Yeah.
And for those of you at home, in Madison they host like 200. It's like a festival, and it's got like 200 brewers there. They each have like 3 or 4 different beers. Some of them meads. The alcohol's all inclusive. You just pay and you go in, and for like 6 hours you can just drink beer like all you want.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
You get sunburned.
Yeah.
You drink too much.
Yep.
You can eat pretzels.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, people will make necklaces covered in pretzels.
I like to make a necklace pretzel.
I don't want to wear my food. I got something against wearing my food. I don't know what it is. Call me crazy. But no, it's this big thing that happens, and it's like hard to get tickets for. I had some friends
You have to camp out.
Yeah, you got to camp out to buy them, or if you know someone that's got an extra one, they can hook you up with it. I had some friends that had an extra ticket, so I went. And this is like a few hours into the day, I made my way over to the Bell's tent. Bell's is a brewery out of a town right outside Kalamazoo, Michigan. A lot of people know the brewery. It's pretty popular. It's really good. And they also give out the best swag every year. Like I got these sunglasses there. And so I saw the tents for Bell's, and the guy I was hanging out with, I was like, let's go hit up Bell's so we can get some stuff.
Yeah.
Because they have like bandanas.
They always have like a long line for their swag though.
Well, that's the thing is we walked up and they had 2 tables, yeah? And so the first table had nobody at it, and people were just kind of coming up to it. It had sunglasses and bandanas on it. And I was like, okay, cool. As I'm backing away, people are forming a line to the table to the right of me. And there were like these keychain bottle openers that looked really cool. And I was like, oh, I kind of want to grab one of those. Let's hop in the line here and we'll grab those. Because even though I was right there, I didn't want to I think what happened is they were in the middle of switching stuff out, and I just happened to catch the one table.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I get in the line. Yeah, it was kind of a long line. But I just filled up my glass with beer. They give you at this thing a glass that you walk around and you just give it to the brewers, and they give you different beers to try. And so me and a buddy of mine are sipping our beers, we're talking. There's a third tent, like Bell's tent, that had nothing in it. And this lady was sitting in it in a chair under the shade. Didn't work for Bell's, just there. Had her glass as well. Had an extra glass that was on like a lanyard, and both were filled with some kind of pink liquid. We're gonna call her Swag Sally. Is this lady's name? Swag Sally sees my friend and myself. I've got these sunglasses on. He has taken the bandana he got and wrapped it around his head. I already had a bandana on, so I didn't need to.
You didn't need to
double bandana. She sees him and me, and she goes, excuse me. She gets up, she stumbles towards us, and she's like, I happen to notice that you both have stuff from Bell's on. And I was just curious, why would you stand in line again to look at the stuff when you already have it? And I don't really like explaining myself. It's a tiring task, and I don't feel it necessary to explain myself really to anyone. But I was trapped. I had the friend of mine to my left. There were people in front and behind me. And here she was. I was flanked. So I look at Swag Sally, and I just tell her, well, we got these from the other table. There's a second table that's got like some other stuff on it. That's what this is for. She's like, yeah, but I already went there and saw the stuff. You should go over to that tent over there. They've got the liquor over there. Like, of course she found liquor that people were giving out. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. What is it? She's like, it's like gin mixed with beer, which sounds awful. Sounds like cleaning product.
It doesn't sound good.
And so she's apparently, I don't know what she had or what she thinks that she had. She's like, I went over there right before they took it back up so I can get me 2 glasses of it. Like it was a secret that Swag Sally's been drinking liquor. Like not even 2 hours into the event, she is smashed. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, we'll hit it back up later. But yeah, there's just, the same stuff on this table. I go, oh, okay, yeah. And thankfully the line had moved far enough away that Swag Sally would have to choose between following and harassing me continually or her shade.
Yeah.
So she stayed in her tent in the shade because we had moved on so she could harass other people, presumably. And I get the bottle opener that I wanted, and like Chad had grabbed like some chapstick and I think like a button or something. They had a bunch of other bullshit on there. It was really cool. Got that stuff, and then continued on about our day. I didn't even want to talk about it because that happens all the time. If you listen to the Better Call Saul podcast, I think we talked about Flashlight Phil. This has got to be like his daughter or niece or something. I ran into her again later at the Great Taste. Thousands of people here, maybe 1,000, 2,000 people, a lot of people here. I run into her again, and it's like in the middle of a crowd, and I'm like heading past her, and she's like, so did you get some other stuff from the other table? And I was like, yeah, I got the bottle opener I was talking about. She's like, oh, well, there's this other place that's got, and I went, okay, that's cool. And I just kept on going and left Swag Sally there. That's the story.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Preacher Podcast, brought to you by the Baltic Effect in Trentendo. My name's Trent. His name is Nate.
Hi.
Thanks for clapping.
Yeah, in the middle of the sentence.
I know, I synced it like 10 minutes ago for that story.
I know, I just decided.
But anyway, we just got done watching latest episode of Preacher. This one was called Smoke. No, that's Better Call Saul. What's this episode called?
This one is called The Tom Brady. This is
the Tom Brady. Of
this
course
is
it is.
season 3, episode Nate.
Hey!
Is the Tom Brady.
Nice.
Now, I have a mixture.
Are you
DNA.
a Tom Brady fan?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
Not like that guy.
Okay.
I have a mixture of DNAs. I have the guy who killed Alexander Hamilton. Mm-hmm. So Aaron Burr. Mm-hmm. And then I have the sweetest man in the world, Fred Rogers. I have his DNA. And I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to call it the Aaron Rodgers. And it's going to be a really good combination.
You're going to be absolutely perfect. I do have something to say about the DNA cocktail after we get finished with
It
the
makes
quiz.
no sense.
Well, I got one. I got one thing right away that'll like kill it. But let's do.
Makes no. You can't inject DNA into your body to make it be your DNA.
I got one on top of that. I got one more. I got one more layer.
You were
of
like,
stupidity.
I've got a fact that will totally.
It's not a
sink that-
fact. Just
Okay.
what questions do we have for the quiz?
We have quiz questions, and they have been submitted to.
BalticEffect@gmail.com.
That's right. And we have questions from Shinogle. We have questions from Bricktails.
Woohoo!
And those are the two.
Send us some questions. We
Yeah.
need more questions.
All right. Here are some questions from Shinogle.
Thank you guys for sending them.
When the Gray Ale elevator stops on an unrelated floor, what magazine is the surprised guy holding?
Cheese Monthly.
Bingo.
Cheese, it's good.
What animal does Satan suggest TC might be into these days?
Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Humping a duck.
How many sexual harassment complaints have there been?
I knew that was going to be a question. She said it quickly, and I was like, I should go back, and then I didn't. 20?
29 in the lobby alone.
Dang.
That's
a lot.
How many Humperdew explosions were there?
Oh, 5.
Shane counted 10.
Dang. Okay, because it gets to a point where it's just like a bunch of them. So
Yeah. That was a very satisfying montage, by the way.
there was something about it. It's gross. I don't like the idea of people
I just hate
exploding.
Humperdew so much
I
that I
hate-
enjoy watching him explode multiple times.
I'm so done with Humperdew. It's not funny. Like when I was a kid, someone being dumb and making noises was something that we would say. And it was funny when you're a kid.
Yeah.
It's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
When he tap dances and stuff, he goes, yay! It's not fucking
It's not
funny. Anyway.
Um,
Or maybe I'm not funny.
what grade was Tulip kicked out of?
10th.
Trick
But
question.
she didn't get kicked out.
Trick question. She didn't get kicked out of 10th grade. She quit. Cass tells Hoover he'll have dreams of what?
What dreams of... I don't know.
Bloody umbrellas.
Oh! Yeah.
Final Shane question.
Okay.
What airline delivered me to Madison and delivered Tulip, Jody, and Featherstone to Osaka?
Oh, dang. I don't remember. I don't think it was United. United?
It was United.
Yay!
You are tied 3-3.
Sweet.
Next question's from Bricktails.
Woo!
When this one's a tricky one. When Jesse was battling the Grail on an elevator, they briefly stopped on the floor of a magazine where a man seemed to have just been fired. What was the magazine?
Playboy. Cheese Monthly.
Cheese Monthly. Where is the Allfather's safe place?
His ass.
It's up his ass.
Did I not? Does that count as me calling that? Because I was joking.
I think it does count.
Because as soon as he goes, it's in a safe place. Who doesn't go his ass? Who hasn't seen Pulp Fiction here?
Yeah.
He hit it. The only place he would be safe. His ass.
His ass. What is religion's secret weapon?
Science.
blinded me with it. How many sexual harassment complaints have been reported in the lobby alone?
29.
Complete.
Did you think? What did you think? Was there a second up? He's not going to remember.
Yeah, I did actually.
I'm so stupid.
Complete the following pairings of good and evil. Okay. So pair. Who goes with Serena Williams?
Louis the 16th.
Correct. Who goes with Thomas Jefferson?
Wayne Brady.
Correct.
So Jefferson's the bad one.
No, I think
Each one's got enough good and bad or something?
I thought that, like, you take each person, and they've got, like, one guy has, like, 66% bad, one guy has 44% bad.
You moneyball it.
And you're moneyballing them, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what they're doing.
Is that the questions?
Yep.
Woo!
Let's see if I have any questions. Nope.
I kicked its ass this week.
Guess
who took his ginkgo biloba?
What kind of hat did Hoover wear? What?
Oh,
University?
LSU.
That's right.
Yeah. I was gonna say something about that.
We
were watching it, and I almost pulled a Nate where I turn and go, so Nate, LSU, they're in Louisiana. Mm-hmm. And I was gonna tell you LSU, the school that like everybody knows. Good questions. Good questions. Anybody else watching this or listening, send them in. I'll answer them, or I won't. Okay, so go ahead and just get this out of the way, the DNA thing.
Yeah.
So, okay, you're 1,050% right. You can't just inject DNA. And if you could, it wouldn't just be like instant. Even like medicine isn't even instant when you inject it. It's made to be injected. The problem is that they're like, let's keep trying cocktails. Why don't they just take Jesse's DNA?
Oh. Yeah.
Why did we have to do all this?
Why did they just do that?
Idiots.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to say anything.
Wow. Just take Jesse's DNA.
Come on, show. But I am not going to shit on this episode. I liked it a lot. I had a good time.
I did too.
Yeah, man. I mean, okay. So I got to ask this: did you think that they weren't going to show the heist?
Yeah.
I thought they were going to leave it at that too. But I found it kind of odd, like that they brought her all the way back from Japan, and she was still bleeding that much. And like, how'd they get her back on the plane? I
thought she was dead.
Yeah.
That was so
this is Futterman, or not Futterman, but
Feather something.
Yeah.
When I first like they faked this out with that dream thing, I was like, oh, well, that's a bummer, but like, okay.
Yeah, it is what it is. As long as we're moving forward with it. So I was gonna say this. I thought there was gonna be a question tonight, which was, well, I guess I'll ask it. What a movie was I reminded of? When she realizes that Kettleman got abducted when she was abducted by Hell Lady. She realized when Tulip realized she didn't have the souls. What movie was I reminded of? When she had a different case.
Ooh.
Yeah. See.
Shit. I don't know.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Or maybe I have the floppy. And he pops it out. And he's like, play with my money, I'd cut you, or whatever. Not Luke Besson, what's his name? Jean Reno says.
That's an older one. That's an old one.
That movie is
it's good.
Still good, but I realize I don't understand it as much as I thought I did.
Oh, sure.
Like, try and explain it out loud, and you sound real dumb at a certain point. And I didn't realize that, because I saw it when I was like 10 or something, whenever it came out. But anyway, so we had all that happen. So they've got to go after... Now we got Tulip and Jody are going to have to go back after whatever her name is that we should probably learn at some point. Not gonna, though. They're catching a bus. Hilter, Eugene, and Sainted Killers. And then Hilter is calling his neo-Nazis to come help him. If you're actually following Hitler, are you a neo-Nazi or a Nazi-Nazi?
I think you might be an Archaeo-Nazi.
Archaeo?
I'm making that up.
Oh.
So versus neo, which means new.
Archaeo
means old Nazi.
Archaeo-Nazi. I actually kind of like that. It's kind of funny. But yeah, so that's what we have going on in that place. Something I think maybe is a little more interesting to me is what's going on with Satan and Grandma. It's interesting that he just like So the deal with her, their deal was that she gets to eat souls and she gets to stay young. What did that give him? How is this a deal?
So the deal is, and I don't. It's not a good deal. You're right, but I think but this kind of deal is backed up by the myths that we have in America of people trading their soul to the devil for something.
Okay.
Like the devil's gonna get your soul regardless. I mean,
Devil's gonna get his due.
But like Robert Johnson, becomes the best guitar player in the world.
The guy in that song that played the fiddle.
Yeah, well, he didn't. That's a different thing. That was a contest, and he won against the devil. But like, in these, but it goes with that same narrative where the devil will do all these crazy wackadoo things to get a soul. Mm-hmm. Like he is thirsty.
Yeah,
he's soul thirsty. Like, and so I think that's what it is. I think each soul, he just wants people in hell, even though hell is crazy full and there's more people entering every day. Mm-hmm. The devil's like, oh, gotta get more.
Enough that he would micromanage it down to that point.
I think so. That's the only explanation I could think of.
My thinking is that maybe all these souls that she's been collecting, when she goes down, he gets her and all of them. And maybe she is a way of basically, like she's a soul catcher, like a fly catcher.
Sure.
And so that way, maybe he wouldn't have gotten some of these other souls if the other people died of whatever other causes. Mm-hmm. But because they did what they did, she has their soul, and so that's a guaranteed I'm going to get it. Kind of like layaway, maybe?
Layaway soul.
Or like a gift card,
Gift card
they'll
soul.
give you a deal to get a gift card just because they know they're going to spend it in your store. Yeah, it's a guaranteed sell.
Here's a $50 gift card for $30.
Yeah, so I do this one thing for her, and then I'm guaranteed I'm going to get a whole bunch of shit.
That's that one could be it.
Like it's kind of like, I guess, like get a savings bond or something. Mm-hmm. Like it's just going to keep maturing until it doesn't anymore, and then he's got all that. That's my thinking. Yeah. I don't know. It seems odd. It just seems kind of odd.
It does seem odd, but like
they're like him knowing TC seemed freaked out.
TC's afraid, as you should be. Mm-hmm. When it's the devil.
But does TC know the devil? You think?
I think TC has seen the devil come and talk to.
Do you think Jesse knows the devil? The devil knows of him, but the devil would know of him if we're gonna go.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think Jesse knows the devil.
So you think he's gonna be a bit surprised that Grandma's got a phone line straight to hell?
I mean, he might not be surprised that phone line exists.
He's just like, figured.
But you know what I mean? Because he grew up in that house.
He also never freaks out over anything. Yeah. He's always nonchalant and doesn't give a shit.
But I mean, like Jesse got pulled in after this whole deal with the devil was set up. He got pulled in after the soul shit started happening, so he probably wasn't there.
Maybe she hasn't seen the devil in his whole lifespan.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, may have.
May chance.
May what?
May what? Aunt May.
Oh, with great power.
Well, I was doing Aunt B. Damn it, Aunt B.
Oh, from Mayberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aunt B's better.
Yeah.
Except for the new Aunt May.
Oh yeah.
So
may I take your clothes off?
Now we're just saying random things that remotely have something to do with each other. That's what's devolved here.
This is what our listener and viewer have come to expect.
We're just giving you your product that you want.
Yep.
All right. Well, is there anything else on that topic before we move on to Jesse and the Allfather? I mean, we also have some Cassidy stuff that's got to be resolved. So. It's a full episode. Feels like a lot of
stuff. A lot of stuff happened in this in only 42 minutes or however long, 44 minutes, whatever. Who gives?
Yeah. See, guys, you can do stuff.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You can do a lot of stuff.
You got it.
And they did do a lot of stuff. It's fantastic.
Keep that train rolling. Some people are like, you can't show us a bunch of stuff every week. You can. It's how people make shows.
So, yeah, I don't have anything else on the Satan thing. I mean, I guess the Angel of Death, Sydney. Mm-hmm. I do like how stupid she is, and by that I mean like she got tricked by Tulip, but like even before then, her job is Angel of Death. So if the devil says something like Tulip O'Hare, and he's like, I got a job for you. It's always gonna be get a person.
Yeah.
It's always going to be that. But he's like, I got a job for you. She's like, oh, yeah? He's like, Tulip O'Hare. She's like, what's that? It's the same thing you always do. It's a person.
And she's bested by a name. By her saying, nope, not me.
Yep.
See? Laminated piece of paper.
Yep.
Must be telling the truth. But hey, That girl.
That girl also
She goes
has
off
brown
with
hair.
dark hair, dressed like a grail. Like, come
Yeah.
on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Brilliant. They could have gone a different... Did you notice?
Uh-oh.
If we're going to talk about grail things, which this is a natural transition.
Yeah. And then we should talk more about the
Very
transition.
interesting.
Makes it more natural.
Yes, we should. Let's transition to that. Why did I wink at you? Like, if I'm going to wink...
I don't know
wink
why
at
you
the
do
audience.
half the shit that you do.
Yeah, well, no,
It's a
neither do I.
compulsion.
Neither do I. Neither do I. It's a crazy world inside here.
Keep going.
I've lost what I thought. Oh, yes. Tulip and other lady have their suits cut a different way.
I noticed that too. It's interesting. Do you say I want the bell bottoms or I want the
or the ones that come down to your thing?
Yeah.
So I think.
Or is
I
that
think
just the
what
one
it
that
is.
they
I
have?
think what it is it's cut to each person to look best.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, and I think bell bottoms are kind of cool in the right. Right regard.
On Tulip, they look great.
Sure.
Mom slacks are good on
Show
nose lady.
Show for boots.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that whole situation was fantastic. I like how the heist went down. But
them walking in like clunk, 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 clunk. And even Jody looked cool, but I'm glad they didn't shave him.
Yeah. He still kind of looked schlubby.
Yeah. Although, could you imagine how much mustard you'd get on those outfits on a plane ride?
Don't eat mustard on the plane wearing your white suit.
They're gonna give you your sandwiches. I'm gonna put mustard on my sandwich.
The question
You're
is...
not putting mustard on my sandwich.
The question is not how
I'm putting both mustard and mayonnaise.
The question is not how much are they going to get. The question is how much is Nate going to get when he wears a white suit on a plane and eats his mustard sandwich.
Yep. Big time.
They're not going to eat mustard.
And then you get back down, you get up to use the lavatory, you come back to your seat, some kid melted a crayon on your seat or something, dropped some Cheerios on your seat. You sit down without looking, boom, the seat of your white pants, gone.
Yeah.
You're in the lavatory, you're peeing, you bump against the wall. Just hand grimy stuff. You're ruining your suit. Change into the suit once you've arrived.
Yeah, it's probably a better plan. But they always travel in those.
Yeah, I guess. But if you're traveling overseas, put on sweatpants.
Wait.
No.
Hold the fuck up.
No.
Oh, no. You did not just say that.
I shouldn't have
This man
said
hates it when people wear sweatpants in public.
I do hate that.
Hates it. He even hates it when you're in a hotel and people come down wearing, pajama bottoms.
Into the breakfast area.
Which I call sleep pants.
Yeah.
And he...
Leave your damn farty sweet sleep pants in your hotel room. You were farting in those all night long.
All pants are farty pants.
Not as much as sleep pants.
So when you put on jeans, you never fart in your jeans?
I said not as much. I fart in my jeans all the time. Big time. If you want to talk to us about someone who farts in their jeans, this guy.
Captain Gene Farter.
I'm Captain Gene Farter.
Captain Gene Farter.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
No, but they're just coming down and they're wearing their stupid clothes and their little kids are running around grabbing things and I want an orange juice! And
If their kids weren't running around, would you even notice them? I think we're digging.
No, because it's the people with kids who wear sleep pants.
I wear sleep pants when I go to the, if it's a free continental bullshit. Now, if it's a restaurant...
Oh, you're the worst.
No, I'm comfortable and I'm like everybody else.
Oh.
And you!
No, it's just...
You were wear sleep pants. Wait!
No, I
Freudian penis.
Yes, Freudian penis.
That's not how that works, but anyway.
I should have said wear.
No, you should say your mind.
No, okay,
it's
this
a
is
safe space.
Okay, so you know how I have
in the trust tree.
I have. So when I had my appendix out.
Okay.
And I didn't want to hurt my tum tum by having too tight of pants, but I had to go back to work. And so I bought some Lululemon yoga pants that looked like dress pants, and they looked fantastic. And even after I felt better, I kept wearing them to work because they're so comfy.
But how does other people's apparel affect you?
It just offends my sensibilities and
offends your sensibilities.
Yes, offends my little. I'm a sensitive flower.
Oh my God, save it for your vlog. Anyway,
I am. What do you call it?
A podcast.
Oh.
This is not a place where you can say your opinions.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Get it right.
Stick around for next week.
You shut your lip. This is a communist fucking podcast. How dare you? How dare you? I'm going to narc on you.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't care either way. I just like to give him shit about it.
No, you absolutely should. If you catch me on a you catch me on a thing, a contradiction.
I should call you out.
You know, in Book of Proverbs says,
Oh, good. I do like Proverbs.
like steel sharpens steel, so does one man sharpen another.
That's fair. I always say I don't hang out with people that I think are less funnier than me, less good looking than me, or less smarter than me. Like dumber, less funny, uglier. I like people that challenge me. So I want better looking, smarter, funnier, because I want to be smarter, funnier, better looking. And I feel like if that's the people that are around me, then that helps me be. I can learn from that. You know what I mean? I have weird sensibilities about like jealousy. Like when somebody's doing really well at something or gets something or does something, I'm like I need to get on that level instead of me being like, it's not so cool. He's got the I use it to bump me up because me hating him doesn't give me the thing I want.
No.
Me getting the thing I want gets me the thing I want. And I like winning, like the dirty kind of winning.
Yeah.
The kind of winning that you wait for someone to go back home and then you call them and tell them that their kids are kidnapped. When they run outside, you trip them with the line and then you drag them to the back of your... I'm going to stop right there because it's going to get darker.
Yeah, then you kill them.
So, gosh, back to this. So, yeah, talking about Jody... I had said that I love how nonchalant Jody was about just doing a big heist crime. Because he was it felt like he was a lower crime kind of guy, but then they mentioned robbing a bank. Now they're robbing, a
He
soul
did murder
place.
all those guys from the other place.
But even that I feel like is different than a calm, composed, in a suit, breaking into a bank vault kind of job. It feels different to me.
Sure.
And he's just like, it's crimes. He's cool with it. He's
Yeah.
Jody. And as much as I hate Jody, I have to hate Jody. I kind of like Jody.
Yeah, same.
But no, I love the heist. The HR scene is I think the highlight of the episode. Like we had the butt grabbing and then the almost boob grabbing. And he just has to stand there and they're like not wanting to look at each other, but she looks at him a couple of times.
Yeah.
That acting was phenomenal right there. And I had said it when I heard it. What's her face's Japanese accent sounded really good. I was like, wow, she did a really good job. And I was like, I don't know.
I was laughing
accents.
so hard at that because you were like, "Wow, her Japanese accent is so good."
And then I thought, I was like,
"How much Japanese do you
Yeah,
know?"
I know. I'm not like I don't know it, nor would I know
It
accents.
sounded real.
I know it sounded good. I was just. I think it was the speed with which it was delivered.
It was the
when it's delivered quickly, it always sounds very impressive to me. So it was super kawaii. I know what that means.
Huh.
It's like cute. It's like a Japanese kind of cute, like a special kind of cute.
Well, I know.
Like things can be
this is
cute.
biru.
Things are cute, but some things are super kawaii. Kawaii. Anyway, so that was totally
I know.
dope.
Pikachu.
Pikachu. And other things Pikachu says.
Yep.
Anything else from them before we move back to the Allfather?
Nope.
Or no, I think we didn't really talk about it. So
let's talk about Satan. Go back to that.
Okay.
Sorry, I just remembered a thing.
What you got?
So Grandma, so Tulip, they're like, okay, so they all come up with this plan last episode. All right, Tulip, you and those guys go get some souls for Grandma. All right, cool. All right, now Jesse and other guy go do this. Cool. And Grandma's like, cool. And then Grandma has a bad dream, and that's what makes her call Satan on them. She has a bad dream. Like, that's like if you... Have you ever had a bad dream where someone pissed you off in the dream and then you wake up and you're mad at them?
Yeah.
Like, but then you get over
that
it.
happened to you. You got mad at me out of a dream.
I probably did. I don't remember it.
Gay Spider-Man script.
Oh, gay Spider-Man script. Yeah.
He had a dream where we wrote a gay Spider-Man script.
Yeah, it was really
and then
good.
we went in to sell it, and I apparently lowballed it. I was just like, how about 1,000? Or no, the guy said, well, I'll give you $1,000 for the script. And then I said, well, take it. And Nate was mad because he was like, you should ask for 2,000 because then we each could have had $1,000. And he was like, God damn it, Trent. So anyway.
I think you were more mad, though, because I told you about that and you're like,
First off,
I told you that and you were like, wow, your subconscious must really think I'm stupid, Nate.
yeah.
You
I
are
was
more
offended.
mad. No, so anyways, you know you have a dream and then you think they did
Yes.
something, but then it comes to you, you're like, that wasn't really them. Grandma had a dream that Tulip and Jesse were mean to her, and then she woke up and she's like, I'm so mad at dream versions of those guys, I'm gonna call Satan on them. That was stupid.
I think it was more, I mean, I could be way off on this, but I think it was more that all these souls were coming for her. Because the first person when she opened the door was Madame Boyd. And then it wasn't just Jesse and Tulip. It was Tulip and then it was Jesse and then it was all the ones around them. and she's like, I gotta not let them come for me. And so maybe it is.
I felt like it came from a spiteful place.
It might be. It might be that, like, her just being pissed off. So it's definitely something like that. It is dumb. It was just a dream, and it's apropos of nothing that we can see other than her other stuff. But that dream is almost even more put together than, like, what a nonsense dream would be that you'd be mad at somebody for.
Yeah.
That at least kind of is shit that's happening. So, like, when I have dreams that I'm mad at somebody, it's for, like, nonsense things. It's like I woke up and you stole my horse. You stole it and you took it. Now I don't have a horse anymore. Trent, you never had a horse. I never had a horse. So that's an interesting thing to bring up, though.
Yeah.
So now she's sicking Satan on him.
Yeah.
But be interesting.
Anyways, the idea of the script was Spider-Man was gay. And
let's move on. So let's talk about Cassidy a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, well, let's get the Allfather stuff out of the way. I just want to be done
Okay.
with that. We talked about it briefly. The DNA stuff back and forth.
First elevator fight, awesome.
The elevator fight was dope, and they didn't rely on slow-mo with an old 70s song. They just had regular speed fighting, and it was fantastic.
And
I love elevator fights.
And my favorite part of that fight, besides the cool violence, was guy who just got fired.
Cheese Monthly?
Yeah, and like it didn't occur to me until the second viewing that guy had just gotten fired.
It didn't occur to me until you just said it right now.
He's got his box full, cardboard box.
Why does he have that stuff?
Cardboard
he got
box.
fired.
One of the things in the box was a plant too. You're not carrying a plant out of your office unless you just got fired. And also,
that's good.
It was a surprise firing. Like
he
you don't
didn't
get a cardboard box with everything in your desk on it if you planned ahead of time.
He planned to get fired?
Yeah, if you got fired and they're like, well, you get 2 months and then you're gone, you know.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It was like, you're out. Here's a box. Get the fuck out. And so he's humiliated. He's already, pictured this, and it's so funny to me.
Cheese Monthly.
He's so humiliated. He's had to pack up his shit in front of his coworkers. He's,
like employee of the month, Cheese Monthly.
He walks to the elevator.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like, okay, I'm just going to get on this elevator. I'm going to leave. He gets on it, and he stands by the elevator, and like, receptionist feeling bad, trying not to look at him. He's just like, beep,
Mondays, yeah.
And then it comes and it opens, and there's murders happening. And then it shuts and it goes, and he's just like, he has to wait for the fight to end. And there's dead bodies in there, Trent. There's dead bodies. That elevator's not coming back for a while.
It's stairs time.
So he's standing there, like, and there's people walking by going, like. And he is embarrassed, so humiliating. That's what happened to that guy. So everyone, and I was like, did he just get fired? And then I watched the credits. It said, just got fired guy.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great. Mm-hmm. You think people walk by and they're like, yeah, did you hear what happened to Phil? Yeah, I heard the old Big Cheese cut him. They cut the cheese. All right. Frank, that's not funny. We can't keep doing that, man.
Yeah, we do it every single time.
He just got fired.
Frank, you say that every single time anyone gets fired.
It's Cheese Monthly. That's what we do here. Shut the fuck up. That's amazing that you caught that. That adds so much more to that moment. But that was fantastic. Allfather's bulletproof because he's so fat. Didn't shoot him in the head. You were like defending it. It was weird. I thought it was.
About what?
I was like,
oh no, yeah. Well, no, I was just thinking like, you just shot a bunch of dudes, and you're like, it's. I don't know. I feel like I'm not okay, I don't know anything about this. All I know is I feel like you shoot center of mass. Yeah, and that's why I shot the guy.
When you're further away.
But like
when you're a real person.
Yeah, I mean when you're a real person.
when you're in a fantasy though, we've seen Infinity War.
You've got a handgun, and the guy's more than 11 feet away.
Dang, I wasn't 11 feet away. He was like 6 feet away.
Well,
he was like 10 and a half feet away.
It was like 11 feet away. I use 11 feet because I read a Jack Reacher book that 11 feet or more is really hard to hit someone with a gun.
That fiction trumps.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
No, shoot him in the head. When you write your so I'm not criticizing Jesse. When you're writing your character, if you want him to succeed, have him shoot him in the head. But they didn't want him to succeed.
They didn't want him to succeed. They wanted him to chopstick
They wanted him to fail.
And then eat.
So to have him fail, they made him shoot center mass.
Yeah.
It all circles back to shoot him in the head. I'm just pointing out.
Like, go BAM! And then walk over and go, POW! What? No!
Shoot him in the head. Use his DNA. All this shit's cockamamie. At least we're getting rid of Humperdews. Do you think the Messiah is another Humperdew?
Nope, it's someone else. Okay. And I don't know why.
Do you think it's somebody that we've seen?
I don't know who it is. Okay. I don't think it's someone we've seen.
I don't either.
I don't think it's someone we've seen.
So that'll be interesting. That's our nice little cliffhanger till next week. And then we've got Cassidy's stuff, speaking of cliffhangers, till next week. So Cassidy, they catch, which was dope, using the Uber to catch.
So that was a setup, right? The Uber was a setup.
Because you had said, this is so funny. We're watching it, and Nate's like, why don't you just fly? And I was like, yeah, come on, show. And then it was totally.
And they're talking about like, well, we've got the Grail looking out for us. I hate those guys. Oh.
Well, if I see them, why I oughta. Come on, that's one more time. To the moon. To the moon.
I swear to God, if I see those.
Right here, one more time. One more. What, you hear me? You know what I'm gonna do.
Anyways, let's drink this water out of this vodka vial.
Yeah.
We're a couple bad dudes. Okay, so that was a setup. Okay, then they're like, how do we kill him? Blah blah blah. And he's like, I vote stabbing. How would you like if you were gonna be murdered by people? Mm-hmm. And they're like, and you can't have any way. You can't be like, I want to be thrown into a rocket and shot into the moon. No, it has to be realistic for a group of people who have you in a room. How would you want to be killed?
Oh, well, not bees. Fuck that. I don't know if you can die from bees. How would I want to be killed? Shot in the head. Like, why are we dragging this out?
I think so.
Yeah, like something instant. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Would you pick the choice of either being murdered or living forever?
Forever.
I would do it at least in the moment. If I didn't like it, I'd just walk out into the sun. Cassidy's all like, boo hoo hoo, I'm all alive all the time. Just walk out in the sun.
You can get reconstituted if you do that.
Tell that to fucking Dennis. His fucking son's dead.
I don't think he is.
He said I killed my son. He said I turned him and then I had to kill him.
He thinks he killed him.
Okay, well he's. Oh, what about all the other vampires that are dead out where he throws them out of the car from last episode?
I bet you could reconstitute those babies.
Okay.
Pour some blood on that ground.
Well, either way, that's okay. There's your.
Or they didn't. Or they were already dead when he dumped their bodies because he sucked all their vampire blood out of them.
Well, then get someone to suck all the vampire blood out of them.
Okay, do that.
That's what I'm saying. He acts like he can't die. He can totally die.
Yeah.
There's dead vampires. And I bet you, before this is over, he kills Lord fucking Fauntleroy. Mm-hmm. I bet he kills his ass. So you can die. So yeah, take that. My issue with it is they're saying that it's got to be someone that is willing. That's called, and I was trying to think of the word the other day, and I couldn't think of it when we were watching it. But it's attrition. They're not, it's like, I'm not, I think it's attrition. I think that's the word. It's not, you don't believe in God because you believe in God. You believe in it because you got a gun on your head and you're about to die. That's not believing in God. Being willing to become a vampire is one thing. If you're like, my alternative is to not be one. His alternative is to die.
Oh, you're saying you didn't have a real choice.
Yeah, it's like forced attrition or something like that, is I think how the term goes. I have to look it up. I should have looked it up before I did a thing like podcast.
I feel like maybe attrition's not the right word.
Because I know that attrition also means like the rate at which like you lose people, things like that. But I think that's right. I have to look that up. But either way, it's a thing. And so it's like, the thought in like, I guess Catholicism is probably the biggest thing, is like, the thought of believing in God so you can get in heaven. But you only believe in him the last like few minutes of your life because somebody's about to kill you. That's not willing and that's not believing. And that's what that situation is. Not that I give a shit. Not that he gives a shit. Not that they give a shit. It's all a ruse. But now Cassie is hip to it. Remind me, I had to step outside in the last moments. How does that shake out with Cassidy and Lord Fauntleroy?
He's left unconscious.
Okay, so that's where we are with that?
Yep, because Acarius does his cool vampire face shift out. Comes out at him too quickly.
I'm gonna leave my thoughts on that too.
And Cassidy gets knocked unconscious. He's like, "Oh, Cassidy's knocked unconscious." Then he looks back, and the other dude had taken off. So,
what's weird? I was looking up the movie Daybreakers the other day, which I haven't seen in a few years. It's a movie that came out in 2009. Cassidy's in it. It's a movie about vampires.
Interesting.
I think he's getting typecast, but I need to watch it again because. I think I remember his face, and he's got like one milky eye. He's got tons of tattoos, so I guess those are actually his. But or at least some of them.
I like how like one of them says LOL or something. It's like
his jacket.
It's like his jacket.
Vanilla Ice's jacket. It says like yup. So I'm excited that's moving on. Everything's moving forward. All is right with the world. Is there anything else you want to talk about in the episode before we hit the mailbag? I've kind of skipped around a lot. So.
Everybody has a price, bitch. Everything has a price, bitch. That's all I had for that.
Well, What was it? What was your...
Uber was a setup. How would you like to be murdered?
Uber was the setup. Sounds like communism's a red herring.
Yeah.
What was the thing that you predicted they were going to say?
She goes, everything has a price. And I said, bitch.
Oh, nice.
And then she said, bitch.
We're so in tune with these characters. That's twice for tulip. It's a 2 for tulip for you.
It's a 2 for tulip.
Very nice. All right, well, let's check out the mailbag. If you want to send us some emails, thoughts about the show, send them also to balticeffect@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
One email address for all the emails.
Now, yeah, just make sure in the subject line you say what it is. Maybe people have been doing that.
Yeah, you guys have been fantastic. Because we also use this for
other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, did I see something in here that said something about American Horror Story?
No.
Oh, it was loading a really old email. Okay, that's weird.
We've got 2 emails.
Yep, I'll take Shane's if you want me to. If you're okay with that. All right, cool. Shane calls this email Preacher 30 Nate. He calls it 8, but 30 Nate Tom Brady. Hola. I have genetically engineered some bullet points for you using the evil from Austin Powers and the good from that killer from that 70s slasher movie. I call them Michael Myers. I know, terrible joke. I'll see myself out. No, that was fantastic. Do you remember Baby Driver when he's like, he said to get the Halloween mask. It is a Halloween mask. No, he said Michael Myers. This is Michael Myers.
Yeah.
No, the guy from Halloween. Oh, you mean Jason. Anyway, in no particular order, when Jesse shot the Allfather, I remember thinking how surprised I am a bullet was even able to penetrate him. Glad I was right about that. Turns out if you're fat enough, you're bulletproof. Maybe I should get the stuffed crust pizza after all. You should treat yourself, Shane.
Yeah, Shane, treat yourself.
I'm kind of surprised the Grail share a building with the Cheese Monthly magazine. You'd think they could afford their own place. Well, they do move around, so maybe they just had to.
They do move around.
Wait. Yes, that was the one in Louisiana.
Yeah, they move around.
He says, I'm kind of surprised the Humpadoo clone's first order is bow before me. I kind of expected something like smell my farts or watch me eat this Play-Doh.
Yeah, I mean, he did say to Lady Hitler, he said, what did you show him you told him the command, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's nice poll. Mm-hmm. Says, I like seeing Madame Marie meet with Satan. First off, the fact that Satan makes house calls is great. But I also appreciate that even with all the other absurdities the show deals with, it can still pull off an old lady dealing with the literal devil in her house. Mm-hmm. He says, I also like that the writers are allowing Madame Marie to be vulnerable, starting last week with her crying to Jesse about how she needs him to stay, and continuing this week with her visions of her impending trip to hell. They're making her more sympathetic and less untouchable than she was at the beginning of the season. Humaning her up. Next bullet point. Kevin should invite his grandma or mom, I'm not clear, to the vampire party sometime. I mean, they are using her basement and breaking her limbs.
Yeah, it's her grandma. I mean, his grandma.
Says,
they should invite her down there. I mean, it's cool. Clearly, she's hip to what's going on.
She's hip to be a square. He says, I like that Cass figured out Aquarius's deal. Because I like when characters are smart, but it sucks that it took Aquarius being super dumb for it to work. Seriously, don't dump a bloody neck pillow directly in the trash. At least put it in a trash bag.
And also, unless, okay, so have you ever done the thing where you're like in the bathroom and it's not your house, and you just took a shower?
You shit in the bathroom, and you shit in the you flush the tank of the toilet.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to go with.
What? No.
No, you're taking a shower and you realize there's no towels. And you're like, oh shit. And you don't get any clothes. So you're like, I'm going to have to run back to my room real fast. Mm-hmm. Well, he's throwing out the neck pillow. Aquarius is, you run back to the room. Aquarius is throwing out the neck pillow and he's like, oh shit, it's sunny out. You know,
he forgets the bag. He forgets that it's sunny out while he's on fire.
That's my guess. Or, that's not my guess at all. But, that's true. Also, Aquarius, bring him somewhere else to murder him, not in the fucking garage.
He's become so lazy.
It's so lazy. He does it, and then, you've got to clean the car.
Yeah. Yeah, he's become real, complacent to what he's doing. And he never had anybody that would follow up on him before. Mm-hmm. Now he does. Now he's hooking up with his vampire buddies.
Yeah.
Shane says, I'm kind of surprised they went through with turning Hoover. I expected Cass to back off at the last second. It'll be interesting to see how this affects Hoover going forward. Probably going to mean that he sucks. Nate says, also appreciate how the writers use Cass's clothes as characterization markers. He's dressing more like a curious and less like a homeless tween. That's it for this week, Shinogle.
Thank you, Shinogle.
That was fantastic.
Also, yeah. I also like that.
I never know when you like it's. I always you have this way of verbally clearing the dance floor.
Well, I was going to talk about Cass's haircut being different, but I mentioned it last week, so I don't need to mention it again.
God,
So I just
still appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cassie's haircut watch 2018.
It's
still
not,
appreciate it.
I mean, he had the Richard Spencer for a while, and I think he made the right choice to not have that haircut anymore.
I think we could update it a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe change it up just a little bit.
Maybe make it not so Nazi-ish. Quicktail says Preacher 3.0 Nate Tom Brady. He says Nate.
Oh.
Hello, gentlemen, and
Hi.
you know, I actually teach science, and there's an extremely low level of flying intestines in my class.
Oh, that's you need to change that.
Yeah. Fix your shit, Bricktail.
People are gonna go on Rate My Teacher.
Mm-hmm. Rate, he said, by the way.
Yeah.
Rate.
Yeah, Rate My Teacher.
Yep. I enjoyed this week's episode, but I really don't have much to say about it. The heist part was fun, especially the little sexual harassment play they put on. Hell's messenger, Sydney, was fooled a little too easily. And I was a little bummed that they weren't waiting for the bus to hell at the John B. Robert Dam.
I know. On AMC, we must always go back to the same places.
Yeah. But I suppose in this universe, that's back in Anvil and therefore blown up.
Yeah.
Brief moment with Eugene and Hilter there, but at least we were teased of more to come if the Circuit City guy tries to rescue them. So, are we supposed to conclude that vampires get powers by killing other vampires? But it's not like Icarius has been biting the necks of his previous vampire victims, has he? I thought he just pushed them out into the sun and let them fry. Or am I misinterpreting this? I think he drank their blood, then pushed their bodies.
Yes.
That's my guess.
It showed him doing that literally to the last girl.
Anyway, your hideousness, I've got to close. Maybe you should go hump a duck or whatever it is you're into these days. Bricktail.
Ducks are kind of too fatty, though. Chickens, you can... It was fantastic. This has been a good episode. I'm really happy this week. A lot of good TV this week. I had good Venture Brothers, a good this, and I'm looking forward to a good Better Call Saul when it goes up this...
Update this and then watch...
I know, I'm excited for it. It's been a very fantastic week. Thank you for joining me this week. Until next week, Nate is nice.
Trent is nice.
Stella's a pretty kitty, and we love you. God, I gave like a lot of intensity on that one. I had the sunglasses on.
Yeah.
That's the windows to the soul.
Those are very much like...
Can you see my eyeballs to them?
Not really.
They're really light.
It's
like on the inside?
They're very much like a...
Elvis?
I was going to say LMFAO.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're kind of like a...
Are they okay? Are they cool to wear like out?
Yeah,
I was
wear
wearing
them
them as a joke.
Yeah, wear them out.
You're saying that like... Yeah, you should wear them out.
Yeah, wear them out. It's fine. It's
yeah,
cool.
you should definitely do it.
Yeah, you should totally wear them. Tell them it's cool.